Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Lunch Bunch. This is the very first episode of this show, and I gotta be honest, I don't know what it's gonna be. Essentially, we've been doing a show for many months now called Quick Bites, where our camera operator Lisa and I go out to local restaurants and film a lunch excursion of some kind, and basically we're still going to do that from time to time, or I'm going to do it by myself when I go to places like the breakfast reviews. But it's we skip a lot of weeks of that because my schedule doesn't always line up. So I thought, what would be the simplest way to do that? And that is to get takeout and to just have Lisa come to the office. So Lisa, you are officially the co-host on the Lunch Bunch. How do you feel about that?
Well, let's just see how it goes.
All right. So I'm excited, and today on the first episode of the Lunch Bunch, we are getting Pizza Place, which is very easy and convenient because we're directly above Pizza Place here at 43 Broad Street. And so we are having lunch, and the lunch is going to be Pizza Place. And our guest today on the very first episode of the Lunch Bunch is one of my best friends in the entire world, a very talented photographer, the owner of Allie Woodard Photo, but I can't remember her name. I'm just kidding. It's Allie Woodard. Allie, how are you?
I'm also very good at eating Pizza Place. Hello, I'm here.
You are very good at eating Pizza Place. We've had many meals of Pizza Place, like both at Pizza Place and
many.
Would you not say?
No, like way more than many.
Way more than many. Obviously, the most memorable. We have one that's very memorable
on my birthday.
Pizza Place of your birthday
of 2014.
2014.
Yes,
your birthday.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. And that was when many people who watched this and have watched me online for a long time may wonder who the hell Braden is, the little kid that's always with me. And that is Allie's wonderful almost 9-year-old son. I'm sorry.
He makes appearances. I do not.
Yeah, he makes appearances everywhere, and people know him.
They know him more than me.
They do know him more than you.
Good.
The governor knows him.
Yeah.
Everybody always asks how Braden is. But today we want to find out how you are. So, how are you?
I'm great.
Excellent. Lisa, when did you meet Allie?
Gosh. It's been years though. I mean,
Has it?
Yeah, I've known her. I've known of her.
Yeah.
Ben, I'm a pillar of this community, if you didn't know.
Who doesn't know Allie? Come on.
See, I have this whole theory though. Like when I was in high school, I always said that I was like a very forgettable person. Like not in a bad way. Like I just didn't stand out, good or bad. So I would just like kind of like mesh in with everybody. So then I would just like walk around and pretend like no one knew me. And then everyone was like, oh, hey, Allie. And I'm like, oh, well, now I look like a jerk because I'm not like acknowledging anyone. So I've since stepped into my public persona.
We had a you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this story. We had a coffee meeting this morning at Fresh Cup, Patrick and I, with a teacher from Westerly High School about internship program.
Mm-hmm.
And she came in, and this is a very unusual situation for me. She came in and was like, "You're Patrick, right?" And like, shook his hand and everything. And then like after a minute, she looked over and she was like, "I'm sorry, you are?" And I was like, "I'm Ben." And the audible gasp from Lisa, I just was like, and
found someone who didn't know you.
And Pat was like, this is, I gotta be honest, this is the first time that we're ever having a meeting in Westerly with somebody that doesn't know who Ben is.
Wow.
And I was like, I kind of love it. I'm kind of excited about it. And then later she did say that she doesn't have social media. She doesn't go on Facebook. She doesn't go on Instagram. And I was like, oh, that makes sense then. Because if you did, you'd know who I was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm so honored to be here sharing this space with you.
Thank you. I'm honored to have you here. And Lisa, always happy to have you here.
Thank you, Ben.
So we got Pizza Place today, and one of the reasons why we got Pizza Place, other than the fact that it is literally below our studio, is they have great gluten-free options. Lisa is gluten-free, and Lisa, while I was checking out and getting the pizza, I was informed today that all of Pizza Place's soups are use gluten-free roux. So all of the soups are
That's good to
gluten-free.
know.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
All
really
of the
good to
soups are
know.
gluten-free. Any pizza that they have, with the exception of meatball and eggplant, can be made gluten-free. They have gluten-free ravioli. They
This is a
have
whole new world of opportunity.
It does.
Right
This
now.
whole this show just opens the door for me.
they have they also have gluten-free garlic bread.
Ooh, their garlic bread is
So yeah.
good. Mm.
So I mean, just how excited are you?
We gotta do Pizza Place again.
It's like, all right, hold on, we're gonna stop, reorder,
We're gonna reorder.
start over.
So all right, what did everybody get today? Lisa, you go first.
I got the gluten-free extra cheese and pepperoni pizza.
Okay, that looks
All right.
really good.
Do you wanna take a slice and show the camera
Sure. Still
what you
really
got
hot.
today?
Ooh, look at the gooey, the cheese pull.
The cheese pull was great. We missed it
Love
on
a cheese
camera,
pull.
but there we go.
Nice.
Extra cheese and pepperoni, which is a go-to for you.
It is.
Yep.
It is.
And then Allie, what did you get today?
I got the chopped pasta, the classic. I'm gonna try to hold it up and not spill it all over.
That's all right.
Can you see? I don't know what you
Yep.
can see.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, we can see that. The chopped pasta salad.
Now, I think there's a debate on where the original chopped pasta salad came from
Oh,
in this area, I think. And I don't know what the alternative is other than Pizza Place. I know
Okay.
that I think someone else said there was another place though, and I am curious.
I don't
have an answer.
I don't know. Lisa, do you have any
No,
idea?
I've never heard of the chopped pasta salad.
Well,
so-
the gluten intolerant,
Yeah.
you have
Mm.
celiac, so you can't have it anyway.
Yeah. But
Now
a lot of
okay.
different restaurants do their version of it. So the
Yeah.
pasta, bacon, chicken, onion, mushroom, gorgonzola.
And I got the blacksmith salad with blackened chicken. So excited. Lisa, why don't you go first? Take a bite and review that.
I am not allowing anyone to see me put this bite of chopped pasta salad in my mouth because the lettuce leaves are the size of my head. Good cheese.
That is good cheese.
That's extra cheese. Very good.
Yeah?
Hmm. Spicy enough.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
love it. I know that you love the pizza here very much. Allie,
good.
I found a small piece of lettuce.
okay.
But seriously though, the other day I found a picture in my time hop of a Pizza Place salad where Dave was holding up one of the pieces of lettuce and it was the size of his head. So I have
Yeah.
I can't do that to
Yeah.
you guys.
All right, here we go.
Delicious.
Nice. Yeah, you got me into the chopped pasta salad here.
Pro tip, get the garlic bread.
Okay.
Use a piece of the garlic bread. Put your salad on it, fold it up, and eat it like a little salad sandwich, and it's delicious.
Mm.
All right.
Just saying.
Thank you, Allie, for the hot tip. All right, and I got the blacksmith, and I don't have my utensils at all. So
I got you. There you go.
thank you. You know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to instead of taking a bite of that, we also got another, I feel like, little known fact for Pizza Place is that during lunch until 4 p.m. every day, they serve slices of pepperoni and cheese. So we got a big old slice of cheese pizza.
And that's one slice.
That's one slice, but it's really
a
two.
quarter of a pizza.
It's a quarter of a pizza. So for Allie and I to share, do you want to rip this?
You want me to
and
try to
have-
cut it?
You can do whatever you want with it.
I've got a little butter knife.
In the meantime, I'll have a piece of blackened chicken because
It's coming. Yeah.
at least I have some food.
Mhm, mhm. Very good. Very, very good.
This is one of my favorite shows we've ever done.
Here you go. Ooh, there we go.
Thank you, Allie.
You're welcome. I'm also going to taste.
Still, this pizza slice is still huge.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right.
Well, that
cheese
looks
pizza.
good.
Delish.
Yeah.
Always good. And I feel like Pizza Place has been consistent throughout the years.
For sure.
Like, I don't know, going there as a kid, like, same. And I appreciate that.
You know what I like?
Yeah.
When you walk into the pizza place, you see the workers behind the counter. They're so experienced, and they take pride in what they do. So you get a good product.
Mm. It's fun to just watch. Braden loves to go stand there and watch them do all of it. Good stuff.
I had already graduated high school the first time I ever went to Pizza
Oh
Place.
my God.
Yeah.
Well, I used to come here every weekend with my dad. We had like a Saturday routine where like sometimes my dad would have to go into like the office or something. So we'd go. I had dance in the morning. We'd go to his office. I don't remember which one was first. But after that, it must have been the office, then dance because it was downtown. And my dad was into chess for a long time. So he would bring his little chess bag with all his pieces, and we would clear off the table and play chess on the Pizza Place tablecloths that they used to have. They used to have green and white checkered tablecloths, and we would set up chess and play while we waited for our food.
That's awesome.
Which I just think is kind of like adorable. If you walk up to a family, you're like, okay, you just created a board game on our tablecloth.
Has he done that with Braden yet? Or do they not have the
They don't have the tablecloths
they don't have the
anymore.
tablecloths anymore, right?
I mean, he
should know
plays
that.
chess with him, but
Right. So Dave and I did our first show that we ever produced together was 12 Angry Men in 2005, and I had just graduated high school. And we filmed the opening scene, the courtroom scene of 12 Angry Men. We filmed in the municipal court at Westerly Town Hall. And after we filmed it, so we had the whole cast there and crew and my mom and my girlfriend at the time, and everybody was there. And then afterwards, we all walked across the street to Pizza Place and had Pizza Place. And that was my first time ever having Pizza Place. So like,
did you have a reservation or did you show up with just a giant group?
no, we showed up with
Oof.
we showed up with 12.
You can only do that at like Applebee's. Or
No,
like
we showed up with like
Friendly's.
24 people.
Man. Wow.
Yeah.
That's, I mean,
Pizza
cool.
Place, I'm sorry. If it
They've probably forgiven you.
I've given you
That's just an
Listen.
ungodly amount of people to show up and be like, table for 25? It's like, when? Right now?
now.
Excuse you? Do you know how this works?
We were all like, the cast ranged from like 14 to
Oh, yeah.
25 or actually no, sorry. The
Like
cast
40?
ranged to 50
Yeah, there we go.
because Mr. D was the oldest person in the cast.
Right. I don't know why he would only be 40 at that time.
No,
Well-
I could do the math, but I don't.
This is not necessary.
Not
This
necessary.
is not necessary.
That's not the show. Lisa, what are what are some of your favorite like what places do you want to go check out? Because every time, Allie, have you seen the show? Have you seen the Quick Bites videos? Because every time you can don't lie to me.
I won't. I may have seen a moment of one or two.
Allie is my smallest fan. You know how like sometimes your friends and family are like your biggest fans?
That's not true.
Allie is so
I
sick of me.
Don't watch a lot of
Allie
your
is-
content. I'm
Allie is-
sorry.
Allie is so sick of me. It's insane. And it's like, have we lived together for 7 years? Yes. Do we see each other often? No. We really don't. I see Lisa more than I see you.
Yeah, true that. And we
Yeah.
live in the same house.
We live in the same house. All right. So
And it's not that I've purposely avoided them, by the
Mhm,
way.
mhm.
I,
Well,
I
you're
haven't
not a
even
fan-
watched my dad's
you're
show.
not a fan of Lisa.
That's not true.
That's what it is.
That's
Yeah,
what
Lisa,
it is.
It's real. I can't even deal.
Yeah.
I felt it. I felt it.
My dad has been asking me to watch the first episode of his show for months, and I have not done it. And it's not like it's rude. I'm sorry.
Why just the first episode? We've done a ton of them.
Because he
now.
wanted to know my thoughts on the quality of it, but he seems to be doing fine because he's continuing. He doesn't need my opinion. I know he wants it and he values it, and that's very nice. I don't have any excuses here. I'm sorry. I love you all and I support you wholeheartedly. Just, I guess I don't because I haven't watched the stuff.
That's all right.
What was the point of that question? Were you just asking or like calling me out for not watching your content?
Mhm.
Okay.
No. No, there was a point. Everywhere that Lisa goes and the D'Angelo's family used to accuse me of this as well. Everywhere that Lisa goes is the most amazing thing that she's ever had.
Oh, gotcha.
Because Lisa's never been anywhere, I don't think. So
I don't go out to eat much because I didn't think I could.
Yeah.
because
hard to
because of
eat
the
because
gluten,
of the
yeah.
gluten-free,
And
yeah.
has that been always been a thing for you?
for the last 10 years?
Okay. So,
yeah.
but now have you found that more places are more like aware
Yes.
of it and
Yeah,
like
I'm
offering
doing this
options?
show, I
Yeah.
have. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So that being said, Lisa, where are some of your favorite places in town to get something gluten free?
That we've already.
No, whatever.
I want to try the Ashaway Main Street pizza. My sister just got that today. Actually, she said it was the best pizza she ever had.
Do they have gluten free?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
okay,
have to.
gotcha.
Somebody said. I think you said.
I like their version.
They do.
of, like-
They do.
Yeah.
Patrick told me that they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be interesting to try.
They have a version of their chopped salad. Their version of the chopped salad.
Well, the reason that I told her to go to Main Street is because she loves Mystic Pizza too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
Okay. Yep. I see that.
And I'm
Similar.
like, it's not only similar, it's the same menu. Like at least it was the same menu, same like logo type, same everything. And I found out that it was like a manager or something from one of them. I believe I could be wrong,
Oh, interesting.
but I believe
didn't
it
know
was a
that.
manager from Main Street that went to Mystic Pizza too and like brought what he was doing.
Oh, interesting.
So,
And then they have the second location in Pawcatuck too.
Yeah.
Main Street. Same menu and everything. Their specials are really good too. Like their dinner specials are really good. I go there a lot with my parents. They always have some good stuff.
but what's one of your favorites that you've actually been to?
I really like the Thirsty Beaver.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a cool place to go into anyway.
Mm.
And then they had gluten-free pizza, and it was good. It had nice flaky crust.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, you loved the Thirsty Beaver.
Mhm.
That was a good one. All right, Allie,
Yes.
let's transition a little bit and talk about your photography.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. How long have you been a photographer? Tell me a little bit about Allie Woodard Photo.
Sure. Like I can't. I'm trying to think of the years.
All right.
I don't know. Like over 5 years.
What got you into photography? What made you want to start being a photographer?
You know, I had this friend once who encouraged me to do a challenge. Yeah. Because I think that you noticed that I was like, I don't know. I think
Wait, was it really me?
it was
It was me and Dave, right?
you guys asked me to do like a photo challenge on
Like a
my
photo
cell
of a day,
phone.
yeah.
Yeah, like it was like in like early 2017, I think.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. How everyone's like, oh, I had a camera in my hand always and blah, blah. I mean, I didn't like always have a camera with me, but I always really enjoyed taking pictures. And I had a bunch of cameras, and once phones had cameras, oh my God, the pictures I would take with those stupid things. But I started to like, oh my God, throw up peace signs all the time, guys. And that was like MySpace days though. But for real though, I started trying to learn about photography and whatever. And you had an extra camera that you gave me. And I was working full time at Sandy's at that time. I had started to like build up a little bit of my practice and whatever. And I asked the owner of Sandy's, I was assistant managing for the grocery department, and I had asked him if it would be okay if I took some photos with my camera for their website, because I looked at their website and it was super outdated. Like the store looked different. And I was just like, hey, like, can I just do this in my spare time? And he was like, yeah, that sounds great. And then a little while after that, he asked if I would start running their social media. So I started taking pictures of the daily sandwiches every single day. I took a picture of a sandwich every day, which was like the best practice because it was the same subject and like having to like make it look different or like learn my camera. And I got to just have my camera in my hand every day. So that was really cool. And it ended up transitioning my job into becoming like their social media manager and grocery manager. So I was doing both, which then allowed me to like, I had my camera every day. Then I got to like utilize it more and continue to grow. And then I was able to, when the pandemic happened, I was able to leave Sandy's because I had all of that experience that they helped like give to me, and have been full-time on my own since then. And that was in 2020. I still run their social media, but I do not work there anymore.
Right.
So I don't know if that answers your question. That
It
was
does answer my question. Thank
a
you.
long-winded version.
It's fine because it allowed me to eat a lot of salad off camera.
Perfect. You're welcome. Speaking of Sandy's, I would love to come back one day and have my pot pie, because I
my
am
God.
the pot pie girl.
You are the
Just
pot
if-
pie girl of Westerly.
Here I
Officially.
am.
Do you know about this?
No.
Oh, Lisa. All right, Allie, tell Lisa the story.
I recently was in the easy chair in the paper.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was a questionnaire of a bunch of questions, and I filled them out very honestly. And, one of the questions was, what is your top comfort food?
Mhm.
And for me, it's a chicken pot pie. I love chicken pot pie, specifically the Sandy's chicken pot pie. And I'm
Oh.
sorry, you can't enjoy it. But the crust is amazing. It's so good. So I put that on my questionnaire, among other things.
Mhm.
And when they published it, they put a thumbnail on the front page to like say like, oh, on the inside, like check out
Oh,
Allie's
yeah.
easy chair. But the quote they used was, Allie Woodard loves a good chicken pot pie. And I just love that that's like what we led with. Like, what is there to know about me?
There were so many answers.
And
There were so many answers about so many different things.
I'm not upset about it, by the way. I think it's great. I think it's hilarious. I think it's like so funny, because if I saw that, I'd be like, okay.
Mm.
And so now I am leaning into being the pot pie girl. So
And then pot pies are making a comeback in pop culture because was it Anne Hathaway? Well, no,
Emma
it was
Stone.
Emma Stone, yeah.
So me and Emma Stone are basically on the same page. So
Yeah.
like pot pie girls of the year.
Which
that
is
sounds
pot pie girls of the. We're gonna have a calendar. We're gonna have a yearly pot pie calendar.
God. So anyway, I was gonna say, speaking of Sandy's, I'll come back and we can do a pot pie thing.
Okay, great. Well, that's
That
fine because there are gluten-free options that we can get for
That's
Lisa.
true.
So
That's true.
Are there?
I mean, they do gluten-free sub rolls.
and there's yesterday for lunch I had we stopped at Sandy's and Jackie got a it was edamame. It was
Edamame feta
an
cranberry.
edamame feta cranberry salad. It was so
So good.
good.
I used to bring that home all the time.
I never ate it.
Oh,
I
so
never.
good.
I mean, you bring home. I try not to eat the stuff that you bring home because there's other people.
Well, that was years
But
ago. I haven't
that was
brought it
years
home in a
ago.
while. Anyway, good stuff.
It was so good, and that's gluten free. I assume.
Yeah, I mean,
There's nothing.
there's probably
there's
options.
nothing
So
in
we'll do a
it. Yeah,
Sandy's Day. I'll
All
come
right.
back because that's my spot.
We'll do a Sandy's Day. Are you interested in that?
Not so much those words that you used.
Edamame.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
Not so much those words.
The
But if
words
we
kind of
fa-
got me.
If we found options there.
Yes,
There are options.
Yes,
There are
yes.
options.
I like Sandy's. Yeah, I just didn't know I could eat there. Before I was gluten free, I was living in Arkansas at the time. I'd come up and visit my mom on vacation, and she'd get the cheesecake from Sandy's and get it for me, and that was just I just have the best memory of that.
So good.
Delicious.
So many good things.
Yeah.
Was there anything in Arkansas that was gluten free?
I wasn't gluten
20
free in
years ago?
Arkansas.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Allie, tell me a little bit about what you're doing now in photography. Because you're getting a lot of you're getting more in demand.
Yeah, I mean, currently the winter months, are not the typical outdoor stuff, and I don't have a studio, so it's not as like outdoor session-y time. But I've been doing a lot of I've been working a lot with different businesses to help take photos for their websites, to update their websites and headshots and branding stuff, which I actually really like working with small businesses, especially people who really care about what they do. In the past, I've gone to places to take photographs and people are unprepared or they didn't know I was coming or they don't want to be on camera. And it's really fun when you find a business who's really excited. And, I guess when you're doing a photo shoot like that, you have to do your end of it, if that makes sense. You have to I can show up and take the pictures and we can plan and stuff, but you have to do a part. And so when I get there and people are excited and they're want to show off what they're doing and they're really passionate, that's super fun for me. So I've been doing a few of those. That's been fun.
You've done a lot of work with so you do a lot of photography work with a marketing company called Visual Thrive and Shop Local Rhode Island, which is a wonderful online marketplace you guys should check out if you don't know about it. Shop Local RI. And then you've done some stuff for 321 for us, which has been really awesome. And yeah, I mean, what about so are you do you do weddings? I know that you've gotten a lot of requests for that recently.
Yeah, in the past couple of months, I don't know. I've gotten a bunch of inquiries for weddings. Here, my whole, I guess, approach, and this goes towards those small businesses, weddings, families, whatever, is I just really like to work with people who want to have an experience and to form a connection and to not show up and just take a photo and smile and it be uncomfortable and awkward. My least favorite thing is to show up and feel even though you've paid me, I'm forcing you to let me take a picture of you. I'm you just paid me all this money and you're oh, you want me to, I'm wait, you want these pictures? Let's go, let's do this. So I think having a connection with the person or the people that I'm working with is just super important to me. And that could be a business owner, bride and groom, and the weddings that I'm working with are very intentional and they're very thought out, and the choices they're making are very their own. And I know planning weddings can probably be really stressful and you have to try to please all these people, and I'm loving the people I've connected with who are really just trying to make it their day and want to have that thought put into it, that it's what they truly want, and that because all that stuff translates into the actual photo, which is why if I'm trying to force you to smile to take a picture, it's going to kind of show through, and that makes me uncomfortable. Not to say you can't be nervous in front of a camera. That's not what I mean. You can be nervous, but being willing and open to maybe a vulnerable experience is really key, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Pretty deep.
I can't just show up and just be all right, I'm gonna take your picture. I'm we have to you want a trauma dump first? You want to talk about our past? You want to connect about this? I don't know. Maybe it's too heavy, but I just really it makes me feel connected to then convey whatever we're trying to convey through because if I don't have
You
enough
love
information,
you love storytelling.
I need information.
Yeah.
Ben asked me to come here today, and I said, I need to know exactly what we're doing, what it's about. I need information to be able to then like do something, and like having that connection with someone then allows me to like, okay, let's tell that story, or like,
And that's our biggest that is our biggest friction as friends, is that she needs all of the information.
he's so off the cuff.
And I don't need
cannot.
anything.
I asked him the other day, I said, do you ever am I allowed to swear?
Yeah.
Do you ever check the damn weather?
Yeah.
Like, do you ever think ahead? It's like, I was gonna go for a walk and it's like 70 miles an hour winds. I'm like, are you kidding me? Did you not like pay attention the whole week? He's like, whatever.
She texted me and said that she had a class at Precision Fitness, and shout out to Jay and Derek and everybody at Precision. She texted me and said, oh, I'm gonna go to my class to this morning at Precision, but like I don't want to because the weather's so terrible. And I'm like, I texted her back, which I thought was a normal thing, and I said, I know. I opened my sliding glass door this morning to go for a walk, saw that it was raining and windy out, and went, nope, and closed the door.
That drives me crazy.
And she was like, you didn't know that it was going to be? I'm like, no.
He's just like geared up to go walk and is like, oh, never mind. And I'm like, did you not hear the wind? Did you not feel the 7-foot branch? By the way, did you see that branch?
Yeah.
That's standing tall in the tree that's broken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It really drives me nuts because and I had this issue with like a friend of mine in childhood too. Like my best friend growing up was like, oh, do you want to come over tonight? I'm like, tonight? Like now? Like no, we needed to make this plan 2 weeks ago. I don't have anything going on, but I'm not going to be able to like just flip and go to your house right now. Like that should have been planned like at least a day ago.
On the other hand, Dave, your partner and my best friend, was we both are spur of the moment people, and but he would get upset like when we first started hanging out when we were in high school, right? He would call me at like he would text me at like noon and be like, do you want to hang out? And I'd be like, yeah, I'll come hang out, but I got to go to work for 4. And he would be like, well, why would we even hang out then?
Between 12 and 4?
And I'm like, well, you live 15 minutes away from my job. I can hang out until like 3:45 and then go to work. And he was like, if we're not going to do it all day, why are we doing it?
This is a commitment or it is nothing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I
mean, he still operates like that to an extent.
It's yeah. But anyway, so yes, I don't need a plan. I need I need some air in my lungs and an idea.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well,
that's How are you? What are you? What side of the fence are you on for that?
On the side of the fence. I need a plan.
Listen,
Just
I
like
can be
you.
flexible. I can be flexible with that plan,
Yeah.
but the plan there needs to be a plan.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can't just not have a
You
plan.
gotta be able to gear up for something ahead of time.
Yeah. Lisa, are you a Virgo as well?
No, I'm Scorpio.
Oh, I don't see that. That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Dave is a Scorpio as well. I see that.
I do. Yeah, me
Yes,
too.
He is a
Me
classic
too.
Scorpio.
And I'm a Libra. Classic through and through Libra.
That was one of my answers in the easy chair. It was like, what annoys you? And I said, I'm a Virgo, so literally everything.
Yeah. I don't
Everything
really
annoys me.
I don't put a ton of stock into like horoscopes and stuff at all.
No, me either.
But
they're just fun to like.
but I saw there was a co-star that I think you might have sent me a thing on a meme on Instagram from this horoscope app, and it was like first date like faux pas or whatever.
Mhm.
And Libra was can't decide what drink to get, so orders the same thing that you do, and then that is their go-to drink for the next year.
Mm.
And last night Jackie and I were talking about our first date, and she was like, I remember you didn't know what to drink, so you just did the same thing as I did and got the blueberry lager. And I was like, yep, absolutely I did. And that was the first beer that I had in several years, and one of the
Yeah, you're just like, sure, great.
yeah.
Perfect.
So I am a golden retriever. I am a Libra. I am all of those things. Any of those things that is like just send me out on a hope and a prayer, and I'm fine.
Yeah, I think I'm a pretty typical Virgo.
Yeah. I don't see the Scorpio though
Oh,
for
yeah.
you. Like, do
I
you
had a
get?
book that you could,
Yeah.
figure out everything, and it was to the T. I was like, boom.
Really?
Yeah. I need to
Wow.
find that book. It was
Wow.
really, yeah.
Because Scorpios are generally pretty difficult to deal with sometimes, and you are the opposite of
Well,
that to
thank
me.
you very much.
But maybe I just don't know. I don't know.
Maybe in a
you don't
different
know me long
relationship
enough.
level.
Yeah.
No, I'm not hard to get along with.
No, you're not at all. Jay from XD Media says, I don't think
Are
I
we
have made.
live?
Yes.
Oh, so, I didn't know.
Wait. What?
I thought maybe we were recording this. Oh, hi. Oh my god. Hi to all the fans.
How did you not know?
Ben, I don't watch your content. I don't know if it's live or if it's aired. I don't know. I don't watch. I'm
This
sorry.
is a show called The Lunch Bunch that we're
Me-
doing at lunchtime. Jay said, surprise, surprise. Lisa, did you know we were live?
Yes.
I would assume
Okay.
she knows how this all works.
Oh my
Here I
God.
am.
Oh, Allie.
You're
Oh, I love you. All right. Jay said, I don't think I have made a social plan in at least a decade. I'm always what's going on in an hour.
Oh,
Scorpio here.
oh my god. It just like gives me a pit in the stomach. And like I can when I need to be flexible. Recently, okay, a good example. Well, I guess it's not maybe I'll just say it. So in November, Ben had graciously gifted Dave a couple nights at Foxwoods. We didn't have the time to plan it. So he was like, whenever you guys want to do it. So there was this talk amongst us about a potential date of this trip. Great. We'll confirm. Let us know. We'll just, plan on maybe this happening. And then we hear nothing for like a while. And then it's coming up to the weekend. And I'm like, are we going away from our house for 2 nights? Because I need to plan and I need to know where I'm going to be. And I need to make sure that I have all of the things that I need to be out of my house for 2 days and to plan a plan at all anyway, detailed or not. And Ben was like, sure, yeah, I'll get back to you. And then it was like a day away. And I had to say to Dave, I had to sit there through deep breathing and be like, I'm very grateful to Ben. It's very kind. Oh my God, I'm going to be flexible. I'm going to do this. If he tells me that we are going, great, I will be flexible and I will do it. And you did. And we went and it was great. So therefore, I was flexible. I did, during the time of you not saying if we were going or not, make an entire plan just in case. But I was flexible.
I forgot all about it until the last possible minute. And then
it's really nice when you have a gift given to you and then you have to inconvenience the person to redeem it. It makes you feel really good. You're like, hey, us again. Are you paying for us to go away this weekend? Because we just need to know. I was like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
I forgot all about it. I was reminded a couple times.
He's like, yeah.
What's
we'll
worse?
It out.
What's worse is that we have the company has a membership of like to Lake of Isles, the country club there, so we're able to get like discounts and stuff, and like that's a whole process. So it's not even like.
So it's a really good thing that you just put it out of your head until
like,
a day before.
Oh, like it's not
Perfect.
even like I just needed to book the hotel for them. No. There's like a concierge that needs to get involved. And like, I'm not the person that can make that because my name's not on the account. So I have to talk to my business partner.
I'm so glad that you offered that.
This
to
is
us.
what needs to happen. And I basically just was like, I took care of that, right? I think I took care of that.
Classic. He's like, I don't know.
Hey,
figure it out.
Hey,
it was great.
Did it happen?
It did, and it was fun. And my whole point of that was that I was being flexible and not just like hating you for keeping me waiting up until like the day before.
Listen, that's one of the reasons that this show is now a live show where Lisa brings lunch to the office and I just order it ahead of time because I do too many things. And
Are you an overcommitter? Yes, you are.
I do too many things, and I can't trust myself to necessarily be in all of the places that I've told everyone that I will be at that time,
Mm-hmm.
which is a problem.
Learn to say no. Protect your boundaries. This can be a separate conversation.
Thanks. Allie is my inherited mom now. And I don't know if she's agreed to that, and she's younger than me also. But
well, you ask me to be your mom, and then when I try to mom, you get upset that I'm momming, which
well,
is
I
very
don't want,
classic.
well, I don't want you to be my mom,
momhood.
Mom.
I mean, my kid says that all the time, so it's all right. I'll just be everyone's mom. I've always been.
That being
mom.
said, like, if I ever have a child, I need you to be the grandma situation. Like, I need you to like, you're gonna come stay with
Going
us.
straight to grandma.
Yeah, you're gonna come stay with us for a week.
I mean, I do
like,
dress like a grandma at home and stuff. I'll lean in. That's fine.
I'm Braden's older brother. It makes the most sense.
It does.
You know, I went from this weird third dad role to an older brother, and I think that I fit better here.
Yeah.
It's nice. So anyway, thanks for being my mom.
You're welcome.
My pseudo
Pleasure.
Mom. Thanks for taking care. No, in all seriousness, since I have you here and I have the opportunity to say this, like,
Oh, God.
I genuinely don't know.
I'm so scared.
I genuinely don't know if I would be alive today if it wasn't for you.
Stop.
No.
I know what you're.
No, I mean it.
I know.
Like, you literally, like, dropped everything to take care of all of us when the pandemic hit. And that is something that I could never repay you for. Like, it was very kind of you to talk about 2017 and encouraging you to take photos, because you had been taking these amazing photos of Braden on your phone.
Yeah.
And we looked at them and we were like, the composition of these photos.
Wait, was that the picture that one of them that I remember really being when Braden was getting older was
Napa Tree?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the one that's
painting. Yeah.
It's the one that became a painting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were taking these really beautiful photos of Braden that were art. And we were like, have you ever thought about being a photographer? And you were like, no, shut up.
I think that my response was something like, a photographer. The word just sounds like not me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, so weird.
And I was like, well, you know, we have, like, take this camera and do this and, you know, whatever. And literally, like, I gave you one of my extra cameras, and within 3 weeks, you knew more than we did. Like, you loved it and you dedicated yourself to it so much. And it's been 7 years since then.
Yeah.
And you've been doing this for a long time, Allie. And but when the pandemic hit, so 4 years ago, like next week, you protected us. So you had, you know, a small child and 2 adults in your life who you lived with, who were high risk. And a lot of people know this and a lot of people don't. I almost died in 2009 from H1N1, from the last pandemic. I was on a ventilator. I have a scar on my neck from a tracheostomy that I got at Yale New Haven Hospital in 2009. And you can't get another one of these. They only give you this scar once. The next time they put it down here and it's permanent. And you did so much for us. You did all of the shopping because you worked at a grocery store. You went out and did the shopping. You went out into the world and allowed us to be safe. You, like, took extra precautions for everything. and then everything that people see and everything that I didn't know I was going to get this deep. I thought this was going to be a fun lunch. Everything that people see and everything that people have seen that I've done in the last 4 years that people think is really cool. The working with the governor, the helping small businesses, the helping the churches, building 321 Westerly, doing all of those things. Those only happened because you made it so that I didn't have to worry about other stuff. And I mean, I went from, again, we lived together for 4 years before that. And I split everything pretty much in the house. Like, I cooked half of the nights for everybody. I did a whole bunch of the stuff and all of that. And then all of a sudden, in like the blink of an eye, you were protecting everybody. And because I knew how to use a computer well, everyone in the state needed me.
Mm.
And I wouldn't have been able to do any of the stuff that I've done. And I wouldn't have been able to do the stuff that allowed my parents to see me begin to have success. I wouldn't have been able to do any of that stuff without you. So thank you. I love you.
Oh, yeah.
You're my best friend. And, that's just like everything that you like, everything that anybody here likes about me and likes about 321 Westerly and stuff. That doesn't happen if Allie doesn't allow Dave and I to dream and explore and work and do the things that
With
we've
your
done.
no plans. Ugh. I'm over here like, okay. Ah.
Yeah, I know. And we've driven you crazy.
Well, no, but that's like, so that's another thing of like being on like self-employed. So like during the pandemic, so there was all that point where I was working and I was going out to the stores, and then I quit my job. I quit my full-time job with benefits, and I quit I had nothing anymore.
Yep.
Which for me is really hard. Like, I've always been a person who works. I started volunteering before I was legally allowed to work. That volunteer job transitioned into a paying job as soon as I was of age. My first real job was Sandy's at 15, and I worked like as much as I could. And I've always been super independent. I always had multiple jobs. And so then I had this full-time job, and like I have a child now, and everything shuts down, and I'm going into this store and possibly putting my family at risk. And now my kid needs to be distance learning to keep him safe and everyone else safe. And how can I put that on someone else? So now I need to quit my job and stay home. And then I wasn't even really doing too much photo work during that time, just because of not going outside, not interacting with people. And I really I was grateful that you guys were able to do something, but it was one of the hardest things for me is to feel dependent on other people, which only in the last couple of years have I felt independent again, which is a huge struggle for me, because I'm always like, I'm fine by myself. Like, I love you. I love Dave. I love but like, I think that I have conditioned myself to be self-sufficient. Not that that's like what I want. I could do it. And I feel like there was this point of time where I like totally lost like everything. I was like, I don't know. Yes, I'm a mom. Great. That's great. I love it. And it's wonderful, but it's not really like the only thing for me. Because I'm still a person, but like I'm like drowning in this thing.
Yep.
And being self-employed now, going back to like the flexibility thing, is really scary for me. And I still haven't figured that out, because I go to a job every day, a full-time job, and I'm told what to do. I have my hours. I have my list of tasks that I can check the boxes. And when I'm done, I'm done. And look at that. I did what I needed to do. And now I'm like,
I'm in charge.
I'm in charge, and I have to figure it out. And I have to complete these tasks and figure out what I'm supposed to do and create my own plan with no information from other people. Like, ugh. I like information.
I know.
So
And
I
I'm
don't know what the
so
point of that
like,
was.
no, but I'm also so like, it was one of the hardest situations because you have always been so independent. Like, you moved out the day you could when you were 18, and you did all of these things, and you're the hardest worker that I've ever met, and all of those, situations. And then it was this really weird thing of like, you're doing certain things or not doing certain things to protect us, and I'm benefiting from that, and I'm growing in so many ways from that, and then I'm trying to turn around and help you with that, and then you're like, I don't need, like, I don't, like, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't want the help necessarily also from me, because then it was
It
like,
was a really
then it
odd
was like too
dynamic.
much.
Yeah.
And
A lot of ego in there too.
from me, from you,
No,
no,
from
from
both,
yeah,
but mostly me, I'm talking. Like,
yeah,
that's really hard for me to swallow, being like, okay, well, in very blunt terms, and we've had so many conversations about this that I feel I can say this here, but like,
yeah,
like I quit my job for you.
yeah.
Not again.
I know.
And I'm now not working, and I'm just feeling like I'm freeloading.
Yeah,
And that then plays into a relationship of a sort of like our actual dynamic, and like,
yeah,
what a weird convoluted thing, I guess.
yeah.
And
The weirdest of
took a very long time to just like make sense of it and be like, okay, but this is okay, and this is like what needed to happen. And like, I don't know. It did allow me to have space to figure out what I would I have left Sandy's? Yes,
yeah,
eventually.
yeah,
I was able to. But do you remember how I like went in there and quit?
yeah,
Your dad died that morning.
yeah,
And we had been kind of talking about like maybe me putting in my notice soon because it was pandemic. School was going to start soon. Braden's going to be home. What are we going to do? What does this look like? And his dad passed away at 6 a.m. and I had to be at work at 7, and my boss came in at 9, and I didn't tell them. I just walked straight up to the office, and I looked at my boss and I was like, Ben's dad passed away this morning. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I was like, and also my last day will be the end of August. And she was like, what? And I was like, sorry, but like, life's too short. Fuck this. I gotta go. Like, I
Yeah.
have to go be with my family and protect my family. And that's that. It was just like a look at that. No plan.
yeah.
That was no plan. That was
That was no
that was
plan.
one of the like
Yeah.
ballsiest I've ever felt. I was shaking. Oh my God. I came downstairs and I was all like wet, like red and sweaty. And people were like, what is wrong with you? I was like, I'm quitting. And also, someone died and I'm really upset. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was a day. That was a rough day.
Yeah, the only rough day.
What do you think?
Sorry, Lisa, you wanted to talk about trauma dumping? Here we are. How long do we have, Ben? I don't know how long these things run.
Oh man. Well, Lisa, you were involved. So Lisa, I worked with Lisa on the days that my dad and my mom died, because I don't even think you even know this, because I don't think I told you at the time.
No, I didn't know that.
But Christmas morning, so all right, so August 9th, my dad died, and that
The
was
day Allie put in her notice.
the day Allie put in her notice, as it is always known. And that was a Sunday morning. My my dad died at 6:32, and then at 9:30 we had, or at 9 a.m. because it was the summer, we had Christ Church, and like, there's no one else to do this if I don't do it, So I didn't take any time off or anything. I just did it that morning. So you were the camera operator that I was working with that day. Camera doesn't need to be on Allie right now. There we go. You were the camera operator that day. And so I did that. And I think I told you afterwards. I think I texted you afterwards. And then Christmas morning was when my mom passed away on Christmas morning. And Allie, since I have you here and we're trauma dumping, apparently, What was it like
Christmas?
from your perspective?
The
It's Christmas 2020. You have a 5-year-old.
going to bed Christmas Eve night, I looked at Dave because your mom had been up and down for a long time.
Yeah.
And it was, we knew this was happening. It was coming. And it just, as the days went by and it was getting closer to Christmas, it was like, fuck. Like,
Mhm.
nope, this is really, okay, this is how it's going to be. All
Yeah.
right. Like, cool. So we went to bed and I just like looked at Dave and I was like, you know, this is happening tomorrow, right? And like, what are we going to do? He's like, I don't know. Just figure it out.
Because they
And-
called me at like 11 p.m. on Christmas Eve and was like, doesn't look good, kid. And I was
Yeah.
like, thanks.
Yeah.
Um,
As I go to bed.
yeah.
And so Christmas morning, I mean, this was during a period where things were surging. There were vaccines, and Braden was at our house every day. He wasn't going to his dad's during that time. And so we were planning to do a Zoom Christmas with our families and have his dad's family on Zoom and my family on Zoom. And we're all going to be on Zoom. And so we waked up and it just, I don't know, like a heaviness
Yeah.
of like impending doom. Like,
Yeah.
Like waking up knowing that this is most definitely going to affect your day in the who knows. So it just was so hard to be Christmassy with Braden and excited and happy and just be waiting for this moment. And it happened during the Zoom call.
So
like we were like,
they called me at 4 a.m. They called me at 4 a.m. and they were like, you got to make a decision. And I was like,
we're just telling this whole story to the people.
They called me at 4 a.m. and they were like, you need to make a decision. And I was like, okay. My decision is, we got to let her go. Like I couldn't come in to the ICU. Like I couldn't go in to do anything. Like they just needed me to make a decision. And I was like, okay, do what you got to do. And then they were like, okay, cool. Like not okay, cool, but
great.
I was
good.
like,
talk to you soon.
I was like, all right. And then it's like,
and now we wait.
and then it's 7 a.m. because Braden has always gotten up super early. We are doing this phone call, like we're doing this Zoom call, and the hospital keeps calling me. And so I went in the bathroom.
What can you tell me what time frame this is? Because
it's like 7 a.m.
We were all on Zoom
7:30.
that early?
Yeah.
I thought it was like 11 a.m. Like I thought it was like midday at that point because
No.
that's how like
No.
weird concept.
So 7:30 in the morning, they call me, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do right now?
Yeah.
So I go in the bathroom and I turn the shower on and both sinks, and I'm just like, I close it and I'm just whispering. And they're like, so we haven't been able to find a doctor yet. Oh, they're like, so we haven't been able to find a doctor yet, like to come in because the doctors are like not here right now because it's Christmas. You like, so we
got
need
like the D team.
Yeah,
like, not to
so-
be rude.
no,
so
but like
really though.
but
there's
they're
not
like,
a lot of
but they're like,
people.
we don't have a doctor to come in yet because it's in the morning, so we need a doctor to like sign the DNR or whatever. And I'm like, and I'm just like, okay, that sounds good. And they're like, are you whispering? And I'm like,
You're like, hello, it's Christmas morning.
yeah.
Do you
they're
not
like,
realize that everyone's like having like a normal Christmas morning and you're telling me
Yeah.
that like my mom's gonna like
yeah, and I can't just leave Christmas morning and go there because it's COVID and it's like whatever. So I'm just like, I'm like, okay, well, when a doctor comes, can you just have him sign off the thing? And they're like, sir, I can't hear you. And I'm like, there's a 5-year-old right outside the door right now, and I don't want him to hear me have this conversation. So like,
Merry
can you just,
Christmas.
do that? And they're like, sir, you're gonna need to speak up. And I eventually, I feel like I was just like, kill my mom already.
Oh
Like,
my god.
that was the level of frustration that I had at that moment. I was just like, oh my god, I'm so like, please, can
I
this
text
somehow,
you?
I was
Can we
like, can this somehow end? Like,
Yeah.
I literally, and he's just going like, Ben, come out of the bathroom. Like, are you like,
We're
we
like,
got to
"Please,
open up
Brayden."
presents. And I'm like, okay. and I'm like crying, and so I like splash my face with water and walk out of the bathroom and just instant smile
Yeah, it's like you
and
have to turn it
chill
off.
and whatever. And then like everybody's kind of looking at me on the Zoom call because everybody
everyone knows.
what's happening. And then yeah, it was later in the day. So it
Okay.
it was
more towards,
it
like,
was
noon or
it was
something?
noon when it was like 11:45
Okay.
when they called and they finally got a doctor in
right.
to do it. But like the most excruciating Christmas morning that you could ever possibly imagine. You know how I met Jackie's childhood best friend
Mhm.
last weekend? So I told her a little bit of this story, like not anything close to that, but just like
Just clip it and send it to her.
yeah, I told her like the little bit of the story. They went to a bar the next night, and she was like, "Can I ask you a question, Jackie? How the hell is he sane?
I know.
Like, how is he?" And
I mean, you're not, but it's fine.
what?
You're not.
I know
It's okay though.
I'm not. I'm
You
like
shouldn't be.
I'm
It's
like,
okay.
oh, I'm not. Oh, no. I had panic attacks for a good 2.5 years after that. Like, no, that's real stuff though. Like, when I say that, I swear to God, this is supposed to be a fun show. When I say that, like, I wouldn't be here without this woman across from me right now, my best friend, Allie, I fully mean it. Like, you and Dave took care of me when I couldn't take care of myself.
Yeah, remember that
And
time you tried to eat yourself down the stairs?
I
He just
didn't.
got really I'm just kidding. I
I
was just saying, like, he got anxious and he was gonna like go downstairs, but he was like really in a panic attack and he was like, I have to go downstairs now. And he just like went toward the stairs and I was like, Ben, it looked like he was gonna like yeet himself. Like he was just like, I gotta go. And it was like right after. Like this was very like it was in this time period of it was
Yeah.
just
Yeah, it was
good
like
times.
immediately after. It was rough.
Yeah. But here we are. And
What are
we're
you gonna do?
thriving.
You know what though? We kind of are, which is the weird part, right? Like,
Is it weird?
I don't know. We've been through so much.
Yeah.
That's just I love you, buddy.
Love you.
And I I can't say that publicly, but I almost got Allie a mug this year
Do I know about
for
this?
Christmas. Yeah. Because it's meant for like someone like you and you're like Kelsey who lives far away.
Oh yeah.
But I almost got Allie a mug this year that says "I love you so much. I wish you lived next door," which is for like a friend that lives far away, right? But we've lived together for so long
Next door is too close.
that next
There would be days that him and Dave would have these like this is the other thing. As much as I like a plan, I only like a realistic plan. I don't like to fantasize and dream. I don't like to come up with these
You don't like the
grandiose-
tunnel?
like,
You
I
don't like the tunnel idea?
No. They were talking about getting houses near each other with a tunnel. And I'm like, absolutely not. And he's like, why? If we want to hang out with each other, we could just go through the tunnel. I'm like, no. No. I need more space.
Allie's like, could you move more than a half hour away, please?
No,
Like,
no, that's inconvenient.
Yeah.
Listen, I have very specific guidelines for you where you move to, so we can chat.
Okay. I'm glad.
I'm your mom. I'm supposed to tell you these things.
Fair. Do you have any questions for Allie,
Oh God.
Lisa?
It's been really interesting to get to know you today.
I don't like people to know me usually. I like to like keep my walls.
You guys have barely touched your food.
Well, because I'm talking. Who eats while they do a podcast thing?
We do. Lunch bunch. Hashtag
lunch
lunch
I
bunch.
had 2 pieces.
That have
I
you
don't
ever
eat,
had the
don't worry.
gluten-free
Yeah,
pizza?
if you want
Mm-mm.
to try some,
I haven't.
It's delicious.
Maybe I'll have a pizza.
would you like to try?
All right, I'll take a piece.
And I only offer that because I know that Lisa never eats the. Thank you, Lisa.
Okay, but the extra cheese is
I'm
what's
not
up.
taking it. I'll take that. Yeah. Lisa loves the gluten-free pizza, and
It's good.
I wish that you could get the gluten-free pizza at Domino's. I know it's not celiac like approved because it is cross-contaminated,
Mm,
but their tapioca is so good. Anyway,
Tapioca.
tapioca.
it's a tapioca crust.
Oh,
Oh.
tapioca crust.
Mhm.
Thoughts on tapioca pudding?
Ugh.
No, no.
It's a no from me.
I don't eat it now, but as a kid, my grandmother used to eat it, and that's probably why it's like nostalgic. I don't eat it now, but
When people ask me why I stopped being vegan, it's
Is it
you know
'cause-
why, right?
no. Is it because you missed all my cooking?
Kind of. So, the reason that I stopped being vegan was because, and like I'm considering going back to most of it when I eventually part ways with you. Not after this episode, I mean.
He's like, okay, in like 30 minutes, I'm vegan.
But no, it was so I was vegan for a little over a year before the pandemic, and then I tried so hard for the first month of the pandemic,
Oh yeah, with the limited options, yeah. How
but it
could
was
you-
limited options, and also we were in a situation where you were doing like all of the cooking for everybody.
Yeah.
And it was like, what am I doing? Why am I just like, what am I? I'm just being silly at this point.
For a little while, I tried to offer like a substitution.
Yeah.
What's up with your camera over there?
I don't know. It's weird because this is the
It's
camera
like-
that's on your dad, and your dad talks forever. So
It's like Allie does not do these things. We are telling her it's time.
Mhm.
I'm just kidding.
there's the sensor. All right. So, question for you,
Sure.
since I have you on the spot here. What is, I know I'm just like eyeballing it. Boom, that was pretty good. What do you think of how nice is it to have another woman around all the time now? Not that you guys see each other a lot,
Jackie? I
but
never
yeah.
see Jackie. I like that she
Puts me in my place.
yeah. I love Jackie so very much. I don't
sold the Nintendo Switch yesterday, and on the way up to the place to sell the Nintendo Switch, I was like, I said this price, but I think I'm going to give it to her for this price. And she was like, what?
Well, if they agreed to a higher price, what is wrong with you? Yeah, see, we need Jackie.
Yeah.
We love Jackie.
Yeah. Do you like having another woman in the house?
Again, it does. I'm sorry, but it's like it doesn't really affect me. Like I don't mean
Yeah,
to
you
be.
don't see, you're so
I'm not
busy
trying to be
with the kid, and
Yeah, we don't really cross paths that much, to be honest. And so it's if I see her, it's usually like we're all hanging out, and that doesn't feel like having another person around the house all the time, if that makes
Mhm.
sense. Just because it doesn't really have that much impact. I do like that she keeps you busy and takes care of you and does all those things. That's great. That I guess having a woman in the house makes you be. I don't know.
what?
I don't know. Because it doesn't affect me. It doesn't. It's not like it even.
Are you happy to see me happy?
Yes, always.
Do you like her in general?
Yes.
I don't know.
Oh my
And
god.
if you didn't, you could say it here. No one's watching. Wink, wink.
That would be horrific.
Don't do that.
Oh my god. But I mean, I truly love Jackie so very much. I wish I saw her more. But I would. This is not the place. Just ask me any question you want validated, and I'll just have to do it because we're on air.
Yeah.
Perfect. It's very genuine.
I'll ask you tons of questions. When are you getting married? What's your favorite song? What's your favorite color?
Oh god. I like shades. I don't like a certain color. I like shades of color.
Mm-hmm.
I like different. I can't say I like red because I don't really like. What about red? I like a dark red. Yellow. I like almost all yellow. Yellow's good. Green, a nice olive green like this. Not a bright green. Bright green's a little.
I don't like bright green either.
It's a little much. So like I
What do you
can't
think?
just say a color. I can't just pick a color and say I like it as a whole.
You like
That's
bright
y-
green?
That's green on here.
Oh no, this.
Oh, that.
You're like, oh god, Allie, are you okay?
Because I'm a little colorblind sometimes.
Oh,
Al-
okay.
Allie's a
I
little
thought you were
colorblind too, I think.
They think that I can't tell the difference between blue and green, which I think might be a problem if I do a lot of color correction. Maybe I need to figure this out, but I guess whatever I see works.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't know.
I don't know.
All right. You should have had like a list of rapid fire questions. We don't need to do that. I'm
Well, just the
saying.
question about Jackie was like, as my, second oldest friend and
I think I
my mother
probably
figure.
would have let you know if I had any concerns regarding that. I think you'd probably be aware of it.
Can we just be real? I got super lucky.
Oh, she's the best. Don't mess it up, Ben.
I got super lucky.
Keep her protected and
I can't mess this up. What, you agree, right?
Yeah, she's
that's why I yell at you all the time when you say stupid things. I'm like, Ben, what is wrong with you?
What do I say stupid? Oh, okay.
Just things that you think, and I'm like, nope, don't mess it up. You got this.
Listen, I'm neurotic.
Yes.
This has been a fun. What do you guys think of, Lisa? What do you think of the lunch bunch?
the lunch bunch. It's good. Obviously, any topic is up for grabs.
Apparently, and you're supposed to be the co-host, and you,
I need a plan for that.
yeah. See, all right, write an
That was on
outline.
the wing.
Write an outline.
I think it's fun though.
Ask a question.
Oh, geez.
Oh, geez. So, Allie, what if you were coming back as a guest on this show? Where would you like to try a restaurant?
Trying to think if there was somewhere recently that I was thinking about that I haven't had yet. For lunch. I don't know.
Have you been to Evie's for lunch?
I've been there, not for lunch,
Mhm.
but I can always find something new to try. I have no dietary preferences.
Oh wow, really? You can just
I mean,
eat anything?
I'm definitely lactose intolerant. Doesn't matter to me. I definitely have some gastrointestinal issues. So
let's talk
you
about
know,
that.
I'm in my 30s. I can't eat without feeling like absolute garbage, but I enjoy food, so I will do it.
There you go.
But no, I really don't like dislike anything, so I'm always up for just trying anything and
Oh,
everything.
Jackie's watching. Hey, Jackie.
Oh, did she hear our little, or did she just start?
No, I think she just started
Oh.
watching, but
Jackie,
we've
I love you.
not me. I don't.
Oh, I thought you meant I don't love you.
Oh,
I
well,
think
that's
that's-
probably true. Yeah, no, everyone's.
It's
aware of that.
layered, guys. It's layered,
Listen,
as we've discussed.
next week's guest is going to be Jay from XC Media Design, and we are going to be having.
Do I know who Jay is?
Do
No,
you?
I don't know. I don't know. Anyway.
So Jay took our original office when we moved upstairs to the studio that Josh
Mhm.
Bean's in. At 53 High Street. Jay took my old office.
So Jay is local Westerly.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And now Jay is upstairs here.
Oh, I saw his sign, I think.
So yeah, he has the
Oh.
neon sign in the window.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So
So that's next week. Do you guys know where you're eating?
Jay said, I definitely know who you are now. Pleased to meet you.
Hi.
So yeah, next week we're gonna try Cinder,
Oh, I love
which
Cinder.
I've never had.
Oh, I love Cinder. Ooh.
Where
Ooh.
is that?
Ooh.
Where is Cinder, Allie?
It is on, isn't it Main Street?
Mhm.
By like if you go past McQuaid's, it's where the old Amanda's
It's where
Pantry.
Amanda's Pantry used to be. Yeah.
Oh.
It's a beautiful place, and they have really nice outdoor dining along the river too. But they have tacos, and they're so yummy. Oh, I love them. They're very good. Dave and I only went once. We might have had it for takeout once as well, but
I'll see if they got a gluten-free menu.
yeah,
I'm sure they do. I'm sure that they have gluten-free
they seem
options.
pretty like inclusive of dietary
That's nice.
things. Yeah. I don't know where I'd like to try though. I'll think about that because I
All right.
guess I'll come back if you'll have me.
I'll have you. Yeah.
Okay.
for
Maybe
sure.
I'll be a guest on something. Sometimes I don't know. Don't hold me
Okay.
to it. But if I say it here, then it means something.
Do you think we can ever get Dave in here?
just do it from home?
I'll bring the whole setup home.
Listen, I'll come on as a guest when we can do these deep trauma dumps. We don't have to always do trauma though. It could just be deep conversation.
Listen, I don't think that we have another deep trauma dump to do, honestly.
Well, we don't have to do
Well,
like
That's
trauma.
true.
That's what I
No,
mean. Like
do.
we can just
do.
do.
Let's be real. We all have multiple trauma dumps that we could do.
But in general, I meant more like I love a good deep convo. That's all I meant. So I think that's why I get anxious because I'm like, what am I going to say? I hate small talk. I can't just talk about the weather.
I am so excited to start the podcast with Jackie that we're going to be doing. We have to make a plan for that because I really want to start Healing Isn't Linear because that's basically the entire.
That's what I've been trying to like. When I say that I've wanted to do something like that, remember I've talked about like,
Yeah.
I'm like, it just needs to have substance. It cannot just be like a friend of mine wanted to do like a rewatch podcast of like shows, like murder shows, which by the way, I can get totally down with talking about maybe as a guest, but I can't think about like actually that as a project. But if it was like substance and deep and connection, that's my jam.
Yep. B&B Dockside also just liked the video. Hello, Megan. We had Patrick and I had B&B for lunch yesterday.
I did not.
I offered it and everybody was quick on the draw or not slow on the draw. So, sorry, it took me way too long to figure out how to comment. That's okay, Jackie. I still love you. What'd you think of B&B?
Oh, I liked it. Yeah.
Because that was the first time you had been there, right?
Wait, you were there? You were there yesterday?
No.
We went.
I was like, huh.
About a month ago.
Oh, you had never been?
I'd never been, and they had gluten-free buns, and the
awesome.
waitress we had was very knowledgeable. And
that's awesome.
It was very nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Patrick had the gluten-free. He's also gluten-free.
Oh.
He had the gluten-free bun yesterday and loved it. And I got Jack. This is another explanation of me annoying you so much. Yesterday I ordered. I got Jackie. So Jackie used to work at B&B, and she created the. She went to school for graphic design, and she created the logo for B&B. And she has this old black B&B hoodie that she used to wear. She worked there, and it's like getting old, and she's gonna need to get rid of it soon and stuff. So I wanted to replace it. I didn't have any.
Did she know about this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought this was supposed to be a birthday gift or something.
It was.
Okay.
And when I went to pick her up yesterday to go to South County Commons, I forgot to take it off of my
Lord,
feet.
Ben.
And she opened it and went, "Oh my God, did you get me a?" She said, "I'm wearing it now."
Ben. I mean, Jackie, I'm so glad you like it. Does it fit? Did you get the right size?
Yes.
Okay.
How mad at me were you?
So
that
Ben
I
does
just
this
asked
thing.
you?
Ben does this thing where he texts you as if you're dropping into the conversation that he's clearly already having with himself. So he just drops you in as if you're supposed to have all this context and information, and it drives me nuts because then I have to dig for it and I have to ask, okay, what are you actually asking me and why? Rather than he just wants an answer to the question, which again, I can't give you if I don't have the information. So give me the information instead of acting like we're already talking. And
listen, the question was, what
like,
size do you think Jackie is for a
hoodie?
hoodie?
But then you kept going about other stuff. And it was like, that was the part where I was supposed to have the information. And you kept saying stuff. And I was like, I don't know what we're asking. Can you just like tell me where you are, what this is, what it is for, explain it and I can help you. And I was able to. And I just was like, oh my God, because it's kind of often where you're just like, all of a sudden, you're like, I need this answered right now. And I'm like, what?
Jackie said, "I'm all the sizes."
I mean, honestly, that's how it works with our clothing. It's just, it depends.
Yeah. But, well, anyway, I guessed right. I was going to go with a 2X.
I was going to throw my phone against the wall.
I was going to go with a 2X, but I went with a small instead.
Perfect.
And it was that was the right size.
Great.
So
proud of you.
This has been an unhinged week of podcasts in this studio.
I love Unhinged.
We had Brian Keelty from Perks and Corks,
who is just generally unhinged, I would say.
And while we had Brian, I'm getting you eating the gluten-free pizza. What do you think? And don't worry, you're not on camera anymore.
Okay, good. Thank God. I don't know.
So I got Brian, and then your dad busted in during.
I asked him if he saw my dad, and he was like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "I miss your dad."
So yeah, so
Yeah,
we
fuck.
had Brian in, we had Jay in, I almost said Jay Keelty, Jay Stevenson. It's been a crazy week of stuff, and I can't wait to see what tomorrow brings with sports talk, because I'm sure that'll be just as nuts.
Can't wait to see what tomorrow brings.
I can't. Are we going to the Thirsty Beaver tomorrow with your dad?
Yeah, I guess.
What time?
I don't know. I don't know. I assumed it was being planned by all the other people that were not me.
I have to call your dad, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's probably why he called me at the beginning of this episode.
I mean, all right. Somebody else liked it. Who? Kane liked
Oh,
it.
hi, Kane. Speaking of
Lisa-
my Sandy's peeps.
Lisa, you've been awful quiet.
I'm just listening and
Welcome
learning.
to our life. This is how we operate.
I doubt that the show will be like this going forward. This is an interesting yeah. Anyway.
Thanks for lunch.
You're welcome. I was gonna
Yeah.
change the subject to something else, but
Go
I think that
ahead.
we've done enough
I
trauma
don't
dumping for
care
the
what you got to do.
I think that we've done enough trauma dumping for the
All right,
day.
we can just talk about it after.
No, I just wanted to, to send condolences to everybody at Sandy's.
Oh,
On the loss of Renee, who had been a staple there for how many
like
years?
over 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Because I just remembered that I started there 19 years ago this year.
wow.
That's upsetting.
So you've been at Sandy's periodically and in different capacities for 19 years.
Mhm.
Wow.
Only like 4 years not there.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry. But Renee, I believe, started a couple years before I did.
I went into Sandy's for the first time in a while yesterday, and I was looking around. I didn't know anybody that
Mhm.
was in there. I mean, I knew the people behind the deli, but I didn't know
Yeah.
anybody in the front. And I was like, I'm
Mm,
sad. Like, I was
yeah.
like super sad. Like, so
Such a staple.
yeah.
Yeah. And always just like there to like just make everyone happy.
Yep.
And feel loved.
Yep.
So
So
that was
absolutely.
yeah.
So we can, dedicate this episode to Renee, who loved to watch our live streams.
That's true.
She loved to watch our live streams.
She actually-
so
Recommended a couple of great songs. She would always hear songs and be like, Allie, I thought of you and Dave. And there's a couple that really stuck with us that we still sing together. So, or
Well-
at least listen to a lot.
yeah. When are we going to hear some more Dave and Allie music?
We did sing.
Have you ever heard them sing?
No.
Oh, we had a whole singing night the other night. I don't know if you were home or not.
I wasn't. I
Oh, yeah,
I
you
came
were
home
leaving.
I came home during it, and I heard a piano, but it was just YouTube or something.
Yeah,
Spotify.
Well, we were working on something new, so we were trying to like listen to it. But yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll do that more. We just cleaned out the office and rearranged, so in hopes to do more
Yeah.
productive, creative things in there. So,
What is one hope that you have for the rest of 2024?
oh gosh, I always feel like I say the same thing, and I don't know. Maybe I should change it. Because I always say to feel like fulfilled. And I feel like if I continue to say that means I haven't felt fulfilled, which I don't think is true. I think I've finally gotten to that point, which is cool. So what was it? My intention for this year, or my hope or goal?
Yeah. What is one goal or intention
For
for the rest of?
you to? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Besides getting rid of me.
Listen, it's not as simple as that, okay? Because it will mean a lot more. Whatever. It's not that simple. I love
Braden
you very
refuses
much.
to talk about it.
Not with me. He talks with me, but we'll deal. We'll work on that. It's gonna be hard for him. That's like
Yeah.
it doesn't affect his life in the same way it affects ours, you know?
Right, yeah.
So that will be difficult. But
He literally will look at me and go, nope.
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 I just hope to continue to I don't know, feel like I'm doing the right things and to like feel like my work is meaningful. I can't do meaningless work. That's I gotta make sure it's all like my word of the year is intention. I don't do goals or anything. I like words or like things like that. So like well thought, everything I'm doing, my choice is intentional. There's thought behind it. There's reason behind it. I guess that's my hope for the year, to follow through with that, if that makes sense.
Lisa, what's your hope for the year?
I just hope my body stays healthy. I'm hoping that it's going to be a good year for healing and moving forward.
Love that.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to answer that question now?
Yeah, that'd be rude if you didn't. Like on Love is Blind recently, just quick sidebar. Yeah, okay. They were doing this question thing in the pods where this guy asked a girl a number of a question. He read it and she was like, "Oh, what about you?" And his response was literally, "Oh, I didn't expect to be answering any questions. We can just move on." So you're not gonna be that guy because that guy sucked.
Fair.
Just saying, answer the question.
Fair. Did you see Elisa's idea for a sequel to Jury Duty the other day?
No, but circle back with me later and show me.
Oh my god. It was about Love is Blind. Amazing. And having somebody not know that it was a fake love.
Oh my god.
A fake reality. No.
Well, I mean, in the entertainment part of it, sorry.
The level of PTSD that, can you imagine being on a dating show and realizing
it's all fake, right?
It's all fake except for one person.
Oh, okay.
It's all fake except for one person. That's
not going to work. Yeah. I'm sorry. I was thinking, okay, yeah. No, never mind.
Anyway,
bad idea.
So, my intention. No, that's not the intention. Your word. My hope for 2024, for the rest of 2024 is literally every single time that it's 11:11 or I have to blow out a candle or something or whatever, my wish is always that.
How often are you blowing out candles?
Once a year.
I was like, do you do it if you light a candle in your room? You're like, hold on, make a wish before I blow this out.
Yes.
Oh God, I gotta start doing that.
Is that everybody that I know lives a long and healthy life. And happy, long, healthy, and happy life. It's simple, but it's what I wish every single time. Like I just want the I mean, I wish that for everyone. I want to be clear. I do wish
if I don't love you.
I do wish that for everybody, but I wish
targeted
for
for
my main core group of people. That's the most important thing to me, is that everybody is happy and healthy.
I like it.
So, all right. I think that's it. Lisa, final word.
This has been great. Pizza was great. Pizza place is great.
Oh yeah, this is about Pizza Place.
Yeah.
Pizza Place, don't judge us on our crazy.
No. It's not about Pizza Place.
I know.
We're eating Pizza Place. So, all right, Allie, final word.
I would like to say thank you for convincing me to do this, and maybe it's not as scary as it seems.
I literally asked you, and you said yes. I didn't have to convince you.
I know, because I'm trying to be not so
yeah,
rigid and protected. I'm very afraid of being open and vulnerable, which is what I ask people to do with me, and I think that's unfair to ask that of other people.
She's afraid of being open and vulnerable. She's literally had the deepest conversations we've ever had on the show.
It's because I got here.
Yeah.
I try to keep very protected. I don't put a lot of myself on my this year. I've really been working on sharing myself because people want to know. And I'm like, why does anyone want to know? What? Ugh. But I get
connection. They want to know.
Yeah. And I'm over here asking for connection. Why is it fair that I'm like, no, you can't connect with me unless I say so.
Yeah.
So I'm working on that. That's my final word. Thank you for having me. I guess I could say I'll be open to doing things more with you if you are interested. I'm not saying you need to ask me to do things, by the way.
All right. So Allie,
but I won't hate on it.
Listen, I was going to say Allie's going to be our weekly guest on this show, but this is the most expensive show that we do because I'm buying lunch for everybody. So
okay. So I get it. All right.
No, Allie, you will not be back for a while.
Listen, next time, let me know. I'll order like a lobster roll or something on Ben's dime.
Excellent. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. And I want to say specifically, that I want to say thank you to our sponsor for this, which is XE Media Design, which is an award-winning web design studio with 17 years of excellence, revolutionizing online experience, presence, and online ordering with our no commission contract free online ordering. You can enjoy real-time flat fee services trusted by local restaurants like Bogue's Alley, Cleats Sports Club, Midway Pizza, and more. And we'll throw a link in the comments for that. But that's the thing. We're gonna be getting takeout every single week. So to make that as easy as possible, go to XE Media, contact Jay about their flat fee, no commission, no contract online ordering service. Even if you don't do your website with XE Media Design, you can do this through them for online ordering, which is super easy. Allie, we get cleats, for example, all the time. Their online ordering is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And that's through Jay.
I didn't realize that was through him. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love a good online ordering for restaurants.
Yeah.
It's very convenient, especially if like in our situation, a lot of times we like to hey, can you call it in? I'll go pick it up, and you can pay online rather than trying to pay over the phone. If I'm picking it up for you, it's just, I love an online order.
We got Thai yesterday.
Yep.
And you were like, I'll go pick it up. Oh, wait, I don't think they take cards over the phone. You might have to go pick it up. And I was like, no,
or I'll just get it. Or
I'll just get it and you can Venmo me or whatever. Like, no need to. With XE Media online ordering, you can just have it all taken care of. And what's really cool about it is that I noticed this at Bogue's. They do real time. So like they, at Bogue's Alley or at wherever, they take the order in and then do it. So it gives you a real estimated time for pickup. So it's not like
automated.
30 people ordered online and they all show up at the same time. No, it's not automated. It all goes through the whole thing. And there's no commission. There's no, it's a great way to for restaurants to take some of their power back from apps like I know you do I know you do the DoorDash and stuff, Lisa, but check out XE Media online ordering. All right, Allie, thank you so much for being here.
Hey, thank you. And thank you, Lisa.
Love you, buddy.
Love you.
Lisa, I love you too.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you. All right, guys, that's it for today. Huge thank you to all of our sponsors. They're here somewhere. I got so many things on here now. They're here somewhere. Here we are.
Many things.
Roof Right Roofing, Remy Cycle. No, so many graphics on here. Roof Right Roofing, Remy Cycle, Lathrop Insurance, Valenti Family of Dealerships, The Thirsty Beaver in Dunn's Corners, Rios Barbershop, Ed French and Son Paving, Kiefer's Martial Arts, which Allie, you could talk about for an hour.
Yeah.
Precision Fitness, Wireless Zone at 224 Post Road in Dunn's Corners, John Fazaro at Coldwell Banker, Coastal Homes, DNV Mechanical, and of course, XE Media Design online ordering.
Ew, I don't like it.
Allie, do it with me.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.